Hey guys, Hostel5 here with episode number 18 of the Frankfurt Career on Football Manager 2019. Last episode, Last episode, 2-1 victory to progress in the Cup and a 1-0 loss against Leipzig. Let's go over the previous games that I've played off cam, and then we'll get right into the double Borussia games against Dortmund and Gladbach. First game away from home against Hamburg was probably one of the strangest games I've played on this save so far. They were in the relegation zone. They were, I think they were the 16th, and they beat us 6-3. They went 3-0 up. We brought it back to 3-2. They scored another 2 minute 5-2. Jovic scored a hat-trick. Jovic scored a hat-trick in a 6-3 loss. How often does that happen? Another player also got a hat-trick. That was Morrow for them. 2 free kicks as well, which was quite good. He got the man of the match with a 9.5. And if you look at the stats, it was a very even game. But they did get the better of us, and they did score 6, as we could only score 3. And this game annoyed me a lot, because Paulo Lopez has had such a good season so far, and to just go and chip 6 in one game, it was very annoying. And the defence as well. I felt they let me down in this game. But the attack, they were perfectly good. Jovic got 3 goals any other day. 3 goals for Jovic, that would have won us that game. We then went to Hertha Berlin. We returned home, and this time we got a 2-2 draw. Again, Luka Jovic getting the goal in the 24th minute. But this time, we went 2-1 down. We went 1-0 up, and then conceded 2. First, just after half-time in the 46th minute, and the second in the 57th minute. Sorry, in the 46th minute of half-time. Injury time, obviously. And then the second was from Darida in the 57th minute. But luckily for us, we've got that man, Bernard Mensah, probably our second best player at the club, behind Luka Jovic, in terms of goal scoring and just ability. And he got it to 2-2, so we didn't drop points. Well, we dropped points, but we didn't drop all the points in that game. Then we went away to Hoffenheim, and again, that man, Luka Jovic, in the 33rd minute, made it 1-0, and Dika got the man of the match in this one, kept the clean sheet, and he actually played really well. And then 0-0 against Mainz. And because it was a 0-0, I'm literally just showing the yellow cards in this little highlights package. But the man of the match was Jay Horn with a 7.5 for them. He was one of their defenders. And you've got to see from the stats, he deserved the man of the match. Maybe the keeper a bit more so, but I don't know. But yeah, that was a very boring game, very annoying game that we couldn't beat Mainz. And the final game is against Augsburg. We are away from home, and we did pick up a 2-0 victory. And again, it's that man Bernard Mensah scoring in the first minute of the game. And if you look at the stats, we were all over him on this one. It was actually very close on shots on target, but shots was very, very separate. And De Grassa finally got a goal. Hopefully he can continue his form in this episode as we take on Mönchengladbach and Dortmund. Let's get into the episode. So if we look at the league, these two games are actually... So looking at the league, these are two very important games actually. Gladbach and Dortmund are equal on points, and they're 2 points ahead of us. So 2 wins today could see us jump up the table. We have 1 game in hand over Hertha, who are 1 point behind us, so a loss wouldn't see us fall down the table, so that is good, but we would like to get a victory if possible. So, kicking it off, we've got Dortmund, and then Gladbach. Changes to the squad, as you saw in the previous game. De Grassa got a goal finally, and the only other change to the squad is that Alex Blesser has come in as the advanced playmaker, and Fernandes has dropped into the deep-lying playmaker instead of Toro. Loftus-Cheek is still not quite there on the match sharpness. He's very close though, so we should be able to see him as a starter in the coming weeks as we approach 2021. So, Borussia Dortmund. We've got Onana from Ajax in goal. George, Mir, who is from Köln, I do believe. Progresic, I'm not sure where he's from. Elvedi is from Gladbach. Witzel was there already. Eggestein's from Werder Bremen. De Hood was already there. Royce was already there. He's the captain. He's still there, along with Goetze. Zivkovic, where are you from? Because I'm pretty sure you're not already there. Oh, he is already there. Oh no, he was signed. Ah, yes, Benfica. I know who that is. Signed in the first season from Benfica. Right, here we go. I think this is the second highlight of the game. First one was the kickoff in the first half. Come on, boys. Right, final sub. We're going to bring on Toro for Lamar, who's on a... Sorry, Lerma, not Lamar. Lerma, who's on a yellow. They're bringing on Jadon Sancho. Here we go. First highlight. 10 minutes left. Whipped across to Sancho. Out to George. Adams. Back into Sancho. Pressure him. Toro, Mendy. Good block. Dahoud. Of course. Of course. Of course that happens. I knew something like that would happen. It happened in the Leipzig game. It happens in this game. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Played back to Larson. To Elvedi. Whipped in. Good clearance by Drumas C. There's no one there. Stevens there. He's going to hold it up. Play it across. Loftus Cheek. Got men getting forward now. Mensah. You can always find a nice ball. That's a great ball. Get in. Steven Skribitsky. Come on, boys. That is it. 84th minute. Super sub. Steven Skribitsky. Loftus Cheek. Let's have a look at it from the air. He plays it across to Bernard Mesa. That's a nice run, and that's a brilliant ball to Steven. Nice run to get into the space, and then a brilliant vision to find him there. 91st minute here. Elvedi. Intercepted by Toro. Upfield. Steven intercepts it. He's going to try and play that one through to Jovic. Can't find him. George. Over the top to Sandro. Counter here. Played across. Mario Götze scores in the 91st minute. I don't understand. That pass from Steven there was absolutely dreadful. Loftus Cheek. Here we go. Mensah. Jovic. Going to work our way up. Adams. Plays it back to Toro. Fernandez. Shoots. Just over the crossbar. Looks like we've lost this one. Royce. Lays it back to Götze. We're a minute over what should have been played. Royce. Lays it back across. Blocked. There we go. 2-1 loss. Really shouldn't have lost that one after getting back in it so late. Okay, so game 2 has kind of turned into a must-win, really, because of that loss to Dortmund. A win would see us jump them into 6th. We're on 25 right now, and a loss would be devastating. We are away from home, which could cause some problems. And there was an injury actually off camera to Steven. He'll be out for 2 to 3 months with a torn thigh muscle. But I mean, look at this. Look at the average ratings for this squad. It's absolutely incredible. Oliveira's got a 7.1, 7.10. Even the bench is doing good. But I think that's good. I think it's really good. The overall ratings, average ratings, so far this season. Hopefully we can continue, and let's hopefully pick up a victory against Mönchengladbach today. So Gladbach got Jan Sommer in goal, Bennett, Katic, Ginter, Bayer, Neuhaus, Kramer, Torgen Hazard, Cuisance, Italiano, and Stindl. Is he Italian? Ah, he's Australian. An Australian called Italiano. This is the exact same first half as the damn Dortmund game. No highlights since that first one. Neuhaus to Kramer. Back to Neuhaus. Nice play between the two DMs there. Bennett down the left. Getting closed down by Adams. Nicely done. And Alex Blesser. Neuhaus. Oh, come on. Cuisance. Hazard into Stindl. To Bayer. He's going to play it to Italiano, I bet. Yep. Turns nicely. Shoots. Paul Lopez had that covered. That's a cool... Oh my god. Oh my god. Really? Right, here we go. Adams. Fernandez. Back to Adams. Get it into Mensah. He will do the shit. That's all you need. Oh, what the fuck is that? Ido back to Indica. Come on. Working out from the... Oh my god. Good tackle, Adams. Mensah, here we go. Cheek. Loftus Cheek. Got two men making runs in front of him. Look at De Grassa. Has a class ball. Shoot. Come on! Cosimo Marco De Grassa. Cosimo Marco De Grassa. The Italian beast. The Italian stallion. Come on. Look at this. Ginter is too focused on Loftus-Cheek. He left his man. De Grassa did a pointless spin. Bang! Past the keeper. Bernard. 93rd minute. Whips it in. Oh, Sommer. There we go. The clock's done. A 1-1 draw. Not too shabby. So, hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.